this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' ways. Think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and our home team. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
Down, 50, plant.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game. For them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Looking to throw. Clifford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. These strong safety, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's go, get set.
Watch the slant.
Operating from a gun. Clifford. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Clifford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check it back or check it back.
Empty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On second down, Swift. They'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Clifford completes it to Watt. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
53 is the mic.
Here's a 2nd and 7. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Bravo! Hey. Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Clifford. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Matt Flanagan, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch the safety creep. Jump.
Other side, solid.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Aguilar has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Again, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on now, let's
A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. 2nd and 13. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
With it is Jackson. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something out there. There got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing his wins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Leave 5-3, leave 5-3.
Now Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
49, guys. Mike, 49. All right.
81.
Hey, let's get there.
Go.
49's to Mike. I got one. Mike's 49.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here we go. Set. 8, read.
Looking to throw on second down. Clifford. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Off play action. Clifford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, Haywood! Hey! Get ready!
To throw again, Clifford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. Eluding the pressure right. Able to get this to Gordon. And he finally at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Clifford gets it to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
91.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. He's going to look deep down the field, and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw. Clifford. Flush to his right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Wentz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Again, now throw with Wentz. Steps away to his left. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He sets to, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. 71 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. is fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, you got 3 down.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules remind us. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's third down.
Go. Waiting.
Tight end right. Three down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Go. 30 base. Protein spill. Go.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.